So,
Yeah, for sure.
folks, tonight on the Discord Halving celebration, I'm pleased to have noted podcaster and crypto pundit Sylvain Cloutier.
All right. Thanks for having me, Spencer. Yeah, so I'd like to start off with I recently, well, was it recently? Probably what, less than a year ago, I heard about Horizon and the great things that they're doing in the community, also in the technology aspect. And when I really learned about it, I was like, wow, this is a great project. I want to get involved, do some videos. And then eventually I did an interview with Rob Viglione. So that was great of him coming on the show. Coming from my perspective, small YouTuber and podcasts, also in French as well, that I started recently. It's great to have like some people like that. Gives me, you know, makes my channel a bit more legit. And you got to start somewhere, but it's good to have people like that that have been involved in crypto for quite some times, and they're influential in the space. So that was really awesome. So I'm glad now that I'm with the community Horizon, and the halving is coming up now on the December 2nd, and I'm excited for that. There was some great stuff that happened this week as well when it comes to prices. I know not no financial advisor, but we'll take it when it happens. And then yeah, so I decided to wear the there you go, or maybe I could show it a bit more.
It's a
Unbited
great
by
looking
Design
shirt.
T-shirt, wearing that proudly. I bought that I think in the summer, and I always had my mug, but as I was saying, it says privacy for life. It's just I think the water is not warm enough, and then eventually it from black it turns to white, and then it displays the logo and the theme as well. So yeah, really excited to be on the show, and yeah, hopefully great stuff is going to happen in the next few months for Horizon, and I'm sure it will certainly help scale the crypto world, such as like Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as well.
Well, I think part of the reason that I wanted to do this, and that Michael McManus also, of course, it was his idea, was to do away with some of the confusion and simply the lack of understanding amongst the larger community about what having actually means for Horizon. Horizon, because we have a number of stakeholder classes, far more than a lot of currencies, it's not just the price of the currency, it's um, what is the profitability of mining? What is the profitability of node staking? We have two different classes of nodes. So, and all of these are free markets with no particular barrier to entry other than the technical knowledge required to do them. You don't need a license to mine Horizon. You don't need a license or permission to run a node or to run 1,000 nodes. So it's purely a matter of what is your economic interest as far as providing the resources to add to our network or not. So it's something that I think that we were a pioneer on, perhaps not the first, but we were certainly up there. So, if you want, I was thinking about, since we're talking about the halving that just took place, and of course we'll be looking at price just for fun's sake. What do you anticipate is likely to happen in the next month or so as the having and the increased scarcity of the Zen token becomes apparent to the people who now have a utilitarian need for that token?
Yeah, I'd say it's always difficult to really judge and pinpoint what's going to happen specifically. But I think from what we saw this week for the price hike, I think that's kind of what we're going to see probably post halving. Again, the market, Bitcoin, Ethereum might cool off a little bit for as we've seen in the last couple days. It went all the way up, and then there was never any correction and stuff like that. But I think it's like it's gonna continue to go that way. I think might cool off a little bit over the Christmas period, but certainly as they develop the side chain and it's fully implemented and all that, and I'm sure it's going to be something to that's going to keep going up probably from that point on. So I think from that price hike, at least one thing that it did, it probably put Horizon up there, in front of a lot of people. you know, either be traders that are just looking for profit, but sometimes like the name gets thrown out there, so you're going to see it, Horizon, okay, what is it? And then you're going to see what Horizon's working on, and then the side chains, as we've seen, like, you know, scalability of Bitcoin might be an issue, and it's definitely something I can add to the ecosystem, to crypto in general. And then Horizon is here developing something unique that will certainly continue to scale other projects and really enter the space, DeFi transactions, and so on. So I think from that perspective, I think we're going to see a continuation of, I think, price going up as more people discover it, as more applications, use cases end up being generated on the horizon.
I'm excited that this is attracting a younger class of actually developers. I was speaking with a graduate student at the University of South Carolina. I'll have him on later,
Okay.
who he's a Zendu developer,
All
and
right, on.
I have to admit I was shocked. I'm in my hometown. I'm looking, I run into a guy that's a Zendu developer,
Oh,
and
wow.
uh, really, um, and he's working on a project that I've become associated with. It's a digital identity project called Validity, and
Okay.
he's considering whether Zendu will be an appropriate vehicle for their project, and whether it is or whether it is not. That's multiplied that effect across the world as people realize that there's no barrier to entry to getting involved in this. It's all open source. It's just ready to go. And I'm looking forward to seeing Zendu taught in college curriculums. If necessary, I'll help write that college curriculum. So there we go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a lot of companies, I'm sure, will be looking at Horizon for ways to build, to use a sidechain perspective, where they can build something, you know, really for them. And you know, as we see, security might be an issue and so on. So like a proof of work, a chain, you know, that's capable of scaling, offering something. I would say it probably would never replace Bitcoin in a way, but really something that can scale it, offer something else, something unique. So I think that's really contributing to Horizon and even the entire crypto space in general.
Yes. So one of the things that Rob Leone has talked about rather openly is the need for a Zen stable coin. That
Okay.
this is something that's in the roadmap, that we would have a stable coin, and this would help facilitate, you know, businesses using Zendu for side chains, so they wouldn't have to worry about the market risk of of the essentially the gas for the side chain, which would
Yeah.
be Zen, or in this case, you know, foreseeably it would be Zen stable, or Zen tether, or whatever we're going to call it. So, any thoughts on that?
Uh, yeah, that's yeah, I think from the interview, I think he was talking about that a bit of DeFi. I can't remember the project now. Is it Celsius? Yeah, they
Yes.
were joining. So yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we talked about stable coin as well. Yeah, it's something that I think we're getting a lot of stable coins now. Like a lot of platforms do it, but I think why not? Like Horizon, it's at the same power as other like great projects out there, like Ethereum and so on. I think it's going to become, well, probably not known at this point, but I think it'll become the same level. So why not? I think it would show that Horizon can scale their own. Stuff and technology, stablecoin. They can offer ecosystem for DeFi projects, platforms, and such. So I think yeah, it might be an excellent idea to pursue that. Um, and then hopefully we'll see what the regulations and stuff happen with as far as stablecoins in the future. But for now, I think it's a great idea.
I'm trying to keep my finger on the pulse of regulation. I'm primarily act at the state level here in the United States. I'm in South
Yep.
Carolina, and I'm doing some work keeping in touch with a number of legislators uh,
Yep.
who are introducing and have introduced legislation enabling the use of cryptocurrency for things like campaign donations within South Carolina.
Okay.
Um, yep. So I can foresee all sorts of future uses for Horizon's sidechain technology, and I think that the future is very bright. Of course, I'm biased, like everyone else. So, you know, pretty obvious
Exactly.
who, pretty obvious who I'm in favor of. You too, perhaps. So there we are. Any final words for the community that's out there, Sylvain?
Well, I'd like to say I think you're if you're part of the community, I think it's a great community to be part of. A lot of development were happened in the last little bit, but I think the team's really like focusing on what's next, and really the outlook looks really bright for Horizon, uh, for reasons that we just spoke about there. Um, yeah, so I think everyone should be involved. The community council, I think they'll be looked at, kind of a DAO idea. So it's something that for anyone that'd like to get involved, I'm sure they can contribute to that, give their opinions, their thoughts. It could be either joining the Discord for a conversation, it could be doing the videos. So I think it's always something that community members don't think about. And I've been kind of involved with several projects, and people are always waiting for, okay, when are we going to do marketing? Who's doing that? Who's Well, you can be part of marketing. So I think that's a word for everyone out there enjoying the crypto, thinking that it can make it a better world. You can do your part. If you're not good at videos, then write a Medium article, share it on a different platform, write something, take pictures of you with your Discord stuff. I mean, anything that can contribute to that. And then that, if everyone does something, it's going to get known, and more people will know about Horizon and crypto in general, and then make it a better world, hopefully. Yeah.
Great stuff. Okay, I think that's probably enough for right now, Sylvain. So going forward, we're going to do a projected twice monthly live stream,
Okay.
going probably after the first of the year. Michael McManus, myself, probably Gustavo Falejo, and a number of either team members or people who have recently been on the team. And I would certainly want to reach out to you. I will put all of your contact information in the show notes, and encourage people to, you know, to subscribe to your podcast, to check you out on Twitter and any of your other social media. And with that, shoot, I don't know what else we can do right now.
Yeah, good, great point. I was about forgetting about that. Yeah, so join. I'm on YouTube, also other platforms, Odyssey, Library, BitChute, because we all heard
Let
about
me do. So
YouTube
let's do
censorship.
this. Okay, so all of this is being recorded. So why don't we just do just a soft reboot long enough for you to talk about your social media presence? So I'll say something like, Sylvain, if people want
Sure.
to get more of your content, what should they do? And whatever you say, and I'll say, and it will be in the show notes. Okay. So
Okay, so
1, 2, 3. Sylvain, if people want to contact you and get more of your information, your contact, start all over. Sylvain, Sylvain, if people want more of your content, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Twitter. So it's not my complete name on Twitter; it was taken. So it's SYL Cloutier. So Sil Cloutier. That's my Twitter. On there, you can find my main link. So it's a Coin3 link, and then from there you can see all my different crypto addresses, and also all the different channels I'm on: YouTube, Discord, BitChute, Odyssey, Library, and then also for the podcasts. And just one thing to specify: this the podcast is in French. So if you speak French, then you can also jump on that as well.
So obviously you've known and spoken with Mana.
Yes, I did. Yeah, yeah. She got me in touch with Rob Viglione when I reached out to the team to do an interview. So that was good.
That's great stuff. So if anyone wishes to contact Sylvain, I will have all of his social media information in the show notes. So I know that we're moving a little fast, but it'll be there. All you have to do is just scroll down the show notes and you'll find all of this information. Sylvain Cloutier, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you tonight.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Spencer.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.